Can you repeat that?
Have you had swimming yet, or settled pretty nice out there?
I feel like I'm getting better each and every day. I'd probably say last month I was struggling. Obviously that's expected because new playbook, new system, but I feel like I'm picking it up fine.
What's the biggest progression, the biggest difference in playing compared to what you used to?
I feel like you got to know way more football, and Coach Offer's done a really good job of teaching me football. Like even like during the recruiting process, he talked ball with me. Like I learned a lot from him, like in these few months than I've learned before. I mean, I came from a good foundation, obviously, because my dad played in the NFL. My brother plays at the college level. So Coach Offer, one of the best teachers in the business.
Coach Alford says you're going full speed. He likes that about you. Do you have to slow yourself down a little bit at times?
Yes, sir. We had a walkthrough yesterday, and it's kind of going too fast. Coach Day told me to slow down. That's kind of always been like an issue for me. Like all I know is like go full speed, but I'm learning to slow it down now.
What are your impressions of the other three guys?
They're all really unique players. I can learn like something from each and every one of them, and I feel like I'm just glad to be in the room with those guys because it's making me better. I feel like.
Yeah, Evan said he was impressed by the way you've learned the quote playbook end quote as quickly. How imperative was that to you to get that done?
Oh, it's imperative because if you don't know what you're doing, there's no way you can play or any of that. So you gotta know what you're doing. So every day, like when I met with Coach Alford or Coach Riley Jeffers, I take notes. And then when I be in the dorm, I just study my notes for like an hour or longer.
Yeah. Hey, Dale, what do you think sets you apart from those other three? You look at those three guys, and there's something different about each one of them. What sets you apart from those, do you think? What have you noticed?
I feel like I'm always at full speed, and I feel like we're just all different. I've only been here like months, so I don't really know yet, but I feel like I have my own style of running, and I feel like Coach Offers is going to develop that even better.
How would you describe your running style to people?
I'm always full speed, always trying to get downhill. I can try to outrun, make a move. I just feel like my benefit is always being full speed.
Dallan, is there an advantage to coming into this situation when you have three guys that it seems like Travion, Evan, and Mayan are going to get the carries, right? You can sort of go things here at your own pace. But obviously you want to play and compete, but is there a benefit for you to just be able to learn from them and do things at your own pace?
I just feel like learning from those three good backs will only make me better. So, yeah.
Takes a little pressure off, though.
Yes, sir.
What's it
Plus,
been
there's
like
only
so
three.
far?
There's only three. I mean, you're almost in the look already. Do you feel that way?
Yes, sir. I just feel like I got to keep getting better, keep stacking days, and I'll be fine.
A month under your belt. I mean, are you feeling a little overwhelmed, intimidated, maybe just coming into this scenario? From high school, and now all of a sudden, boom, you're on a huge stage like Ohio State.
I mean, I was nervous at first. I'd probably say last month I was most nervous because I didn't know that many plays. I'm gonna be real, but like, I feel like I've gotten better with that. It's kind of slowing down just a little bit, not all the way, but I feel like it's getting better.
What's more intimidating, that or having to answer questions from all these reporters standing around like this?
I'd probably say that part up there for sure.
You're used to this, aren't you?
I mean, yes, sir.
What's the best advice you got before you came this way? What was the best advice you got from back home about how to handle this new business?
My dad just always said, keep the goal up front, but like have fun with it. Like don't just take it serious. Like take it serious, but like when you're outside these buildings, like have fun, but like keep the goal.
Yeah.
What made you want to be a Buckeye?
I'd probably say Coach Day and Coach Offer, for sure.
Having a dad who had the background that he did, is you feel that's helped cultivate you to get to this point?
That's definitely helped. He's been training with him since I was young, and we've been doing stuff that like younger kid probably can do, and yeah, it's definitely prepared me. I feel like.
Dallan, did you get a chance to work with Tony Alford on the field before you got here?
No, sir.
So, how'd your first practice go with having a position coach literally trying to put you in
mean, it's good. You know, everything Coach Offer's doing is for a reason for sure. Like, obviously, his track record, all the backs he's coached have done very well. So he obviously knows what he's doing. And I just try to take his coaching and make me a better player.
Was there a moment that it became clear to you that Ohio State was the right place for you?
Yeah, I knew like most of the time my recruiting process. Like, I'd probably say after the OV, I definitely knew that this was the place for me. You know, I kind of already, it was between either here or Notre Dame. Everybody probably knows that. But I feel like here, Coach Offer was just different, and his plan to develop me was better than anybody else.
Do you enjoy that your first game is going to be against Notre Dame?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It'll be a good game, and it'll be good.
Yeah, kind of an off-topic question, but with your foundation and the charity work that you do, have you found a way to try to work towards that in Columbus yet?
I actually haven't, but I do plan on doing that with the people back home, and like see if they can connect with somebody here. So yeah, I definitely want to continue to do that.
What's the focus of that foundation?
So it's coaching for literacy. Growing up, I used to struggle with like reading comprehension, but like my parents got the resources I needed to like help me get better at that skill. So and throughout high school, every touchdown I scored, a certain amount of money was raised for kids who can't like afford those resources to get help. So
Yeah, what did you finally figure out about what you were dealing with there? I mean, because some kids just kind of get lost in the shuffle there, right? I mean, is it more identifying youngsters who have that situation?
It's definitely identifying, because I kind of knew like at a younger age, and then my mom and dad took action immediately, got me the help I needed, and it definitely worked. So this is something I'm very passionate about.
Are you trying to start a Memphis to Ohio State pipeline?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, y'all. We got Brock Glenn. So yeah.
What about just growing up in Memphis, playing there? How did that help prepare you for Ohio State?
It helped me specifically because I feel like the high school I went to, we kind of run it like a college program. Like we lift, we run, and we practice pretty hard. So I feel like it prepared me better than like any other like high school in Memphis school.
And your favorite part of the Graceland tour is?
Believe it or not, I haven't been to Graceland.
I'm messing with you.
Curious, I saw you tweeting about Duke basketball a lot during the spring. Have they converted you to an Ohio State basketball fan yet?
Probably not, to be honest. I've always been a Duke fan. But
How did that come about?
I grew up a huge fan of Coach K. I feel like he's the greatest college coach ever. So I've always been a fan of his.
What do you think's going to happen there, though, with him now stepping aside? What do you think? I mean,
I feel like
you think a lot of the guys like you are going to fade, and you know what I mean? From the
maybe
you were more rooting for Coach K than Duke, you know?
Yeah, maybe because like obviously the new guy's taking over for a legend, but you got to give anybody time to build their program. But yeah, it'll be tough without Coach K.
Do you enjoy just like watching different sports and kind of taking things from different sports and applying it to football?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I love watching. If I'm not watching football, I'm always watching basketball, NBA, college. LeBron is like huge motivation because his greatness, like it just like motivates anybody that's playing sports. I feel like.
Are there any football players, any running backs that you look up to, try to model your game after?
Ezekiel Elliott, he's been my favorite back for a while now. Just like his ability to get downhill, finish through contact, and he runs with a purpose, I feel like.
Did that partially inspire your decision to become a Buckeye?
I mean, yes, but like I knew I wanted to be here because Coach offered, and I know he developed guys like Zeke for 1 year, J.K. Dobbins, Mike Weber, and the list just goes on and on.
Let me ask you a weird one. Who are you going to be living with this season? Not just in camp, but like during the year.
Like my dorm?
Yeah, the dorm
okay,
roommates, yeah.
We're in the Neal dorms. I'm rooming with Kojo Antwi and Caleb Brown and Kai Saunders, 3 receivers.
Okay. How'd you end up with 3 receivers?
We just kind of talked about it, like, because we all didn't know who we were going to room with.
Yeah.
And the summer guys actually had to live in Neal dorms. Like the early enrollees, they're at the Griff. So when I found out Caleb and Kojo were gonna be living in the same place I am. I was like, y'all want a room together? They're like, yeah, let's do it. And it's been great, so can't complain.
When you like, you're here all the time. You're working out. You're lifting weights. Like when you're back at your place, like, do you want to talk about football? Do you not want to talk about football? I mean, you guys obviously care about it, but do you sometimes need to like clear your head and get away?
Yes and no. I just know people back home, they're gonna be curious. You know,
Yeah.
they kind of look up to me because I know a lot of kids want to play at a high level, and like, so I don't mind answering questions, but like, I don't like talking about it like all the time. Like sometimes I just want to be like outside the pads, like not just a football player.
For real. So you like a messy roommate? You a clean roommate? What do you like?
Oh no, our room clean. Me and Caleb pretty clean, so.
Okay, that's good. I was messy. Clean is better. Is there like a food that you love to eat that like is your guilty pleasure, a sweet thing or like a fast food or something?
Canes. Feel like when I got here, June 6th, I ate Canes almost every day.
Did you have Canes back?
At home, no sir, we didn't. We have Zaxby's.
Okay, oh, I know that.
Yeah, Zaxby's good.
But if that Canes right by here is so tempting, man. I mean, like you go past it. When I moved here, I ate it every day too.
I've expanded my food tree. Like this place called Adriatico's.
Yeah.
They like know us. Me and some other teammates that are freshmen. They know our names by heart. They're like, y'all come here almost every day. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. It's good. You got to build up the body weight, right? Get ready. Where are you at the weight you want to be at? Like that Nick wants you at? Or?
Yes, sir. I made my body weight goal, but if I can gain, of course I want to. But I think I just let Coach Mick handle that.
Yeah.
Where are you at right now?
195. So.
It's hard. Like you want to be powerful, but